Quería cerrar las dos.
Much of our work is elevated from the ground and requires safe working platforms. Aside from ladders, Southern Air tradespeople can find themselves working from scaffolds or lifts. Like any other tool in construction, workers need to be trained on the correct usage of this equipment. Workers involved in scaffold erection and dismantling must be under the supervision of a competent person. At Southern Air, scaffold tasks require all workers to be protected from falls with a guardrail or personal fall protection equipment, regardless of height or width of the working surface. When scaffold platforms are more than 2 feet above or below an access point, a ladder, ramp, walkway, or stair tower must be used for access. All working levels of a scaffold platform must be fully planked between the ends of the uprights. Planks cannot have gaps of 1 inch or more. When working with a mobile scaffold, you must lock the wheels or casters at all times before climbing up to the work platform. Prior to using a scaffold, you must inspect the equipment and sign the daily inspection form. Anything found to be defective or damaged needs to be removed from service and labeled with a red danger tag to alert others. Don't forget to consult with a competent person for scaffolding before altering or modifying any preset equipment. Personnel lifts. Often, the most effective means of working at heights is the use of a single person, boom, or scissor lift. Lifts are more efficient and safer than ladders and scaffolding. You cannot operate a lift on a Southern Air job site until you've been trained and fully understand the capabilities. Our mentors in the field will allow you to observe safe operation techniques during on-the-job training. Safety manuals can be found in the plastic box located on the lift should you need additional guidance. At Southern Air, we require 100% tie-off using a personal fall arrest system whenever you're in a scissor or boom lift. A personal fall arrest system consists of a full body harness and retractable attached to the manufacturer anchor point on the equipment. Never attached to the guardrail. You're also never permitted to stand on the guardrail.
Whoa, 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 hey! Don't stand on that mid-rail, okay? Keep your feet down on the platform. Raise the lift if you need to get more height.
Alright, yeah, sorry about that.
No problem.
Inspect lifts at the beginning of each shift and notify your supervisor about any needed repairs, problems, or malfunctions you may find. Check out the work area before and during lift operations. Pay special attention to drop-offs, holes, bumps, obstructions, debris, and any overhead obstructions and electrical wires. Before starting a lift, it's mandatory you identify overhead clearances and nearby energized power lines. Inspections need to start with the lift parked on a level surface for a walk-around. Check the tire's air pressure, making sure they are not over or underinflated. Examine each tire for wear and tear. Ensure there are no nails or other debris embedded in the rubber. The last thing you want is a blowout when you're in the air. Check the hydraulic fluid level and pressure. If a leak is found in the hydraulic system, don't operate the machine. Notify your supervisor and they will alert the qualified repair technician. Check the fuel, oil, and coolant levels and look underneath the lift for leaks. Battery-operated lifts need to have their batteries, connections, and wiring in good working condition. Next, raise the machine from its stowed position. Check for cracks and deviations in welded areas and inspect the hoses for cracks, twists, and connections that may have detached. Never put any part of your body in a pinch point area. When testing the ground level controls, raise and lower the boom system and check for strange sounds or uneven movements. Be sure the safety devices are operating correctly and the lift responds to your commands. Verify again there are no leaks and ensure the pivot pins and lock rings are secure. Get into the basket to raise and lower the platform, confirming it's operating correctly. The platform should be clean and free of loose debris that could cause you to lose your footing. Be sure all of the guardrails are in place and make sure either the gate closing device or chain is operational. When you're working at heights, be aware of the weather conditions. High winds can cause tip-overs, and muddy conditions can make equipment difficult to control. Work on lifts is not permitted when winds reach speeds in excess of 28 miles per hour. When the weather looks bad, use common sense. If winds are blowing 25 miles per hour and there's a thunderstorm rolling in, the last place you want to be is in an elevated lift. Sometimes it's necessary to set outriggers or stabilizers. When doing so, never exceed the manufacturer's load capacity. There is a right way and a wrong way to enter and exit a lift. When getting onto and off of an aerial work platform, make sure it's turned off and in the lowered position. Never try to climb into a raised platform or hop on while the vehicle is moving, and never jump off of a lift. Key takeaways. Scaffolds and lifts are work platforms allowing workers to safely move vertically and to different locations. Employees must be trained before using scaffolds or lifts. At Southern Air, we require 100% tie-off using a personal fall arrest system whenever you're in a scissor or boom lift. Never attach to the guardrail. You're also never permitted to stand on the guardrail. You may find yourself working in a single person, boom, or scissor lift, but you must be trained by a competent person prior to doing so. Inspect lifts at the beginning of each shift. Be sure to identify overhead clearances and nearby energized power lines. There is a safe way and a wrong way to enter and exit a lift. Do it the right way.